Hello everyone, it is I, Reversal, bringing you another Knights and Dragons video, and in this video I will tell you guys how you are going to be capable of getting the green kaleidoscopic from the Creepy Crawlers boss collection event. And you know, the reason why I'm making this video is because it is really challenging. Allow me to explain to you why in just a second. I mean, just keep on watching this video because I'm going to be talking about some basic stuff first and explain how to defeat the epic boss 43 times, and then after that I will explain why this event is so hard to accomplish, because you know, it's not just about taking down the epic boss 43 times, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. So what you gotta be knowing, or what you need to know, is that the deadline is the 8th of April. At the 8th of April, you gotta be sure that you crafted every single plus version of the epic bosses that are gonna be coming out. So let's start off with the basics. How do you craft a epic boss plus version armor? Well, first of all, what you're gonna be doing, I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna go to victory rewards. If you defeat the epic boss 15 times, you will be capable of crafting the normal version. Once you've done that, you need to level up that normal version up to level 35. And once you enhance it to level 35, you will actually see a pop-up message. It will tell you that you are capable of crafting the plus version of the armor. And this is really the reason why getting the epic boss down to level 43. It is so important because if you manage to defeat the boss from level 15 all the way to level 43, you will have enough materials just from the epic boss as a drop to actually craft this epic boss armor. So if you already leveled up the armor to level 35 before, at this point, once you actually take it down to level 43, you will be capable of crafting the plus version of this armor. And the stats that you always see in here of the boss carapace is the plus version, so you gotta take that in mind. With that being said, some of you guys still do not know how to actually get into level 43 with the epic boss. I will try to explain it to you in the best of my ability, and we're gonna do that with a couple of steps. Step number 1. Get some strong friends. And for anyone watching this and you think you're a very strong Knights and Dragons player and you're like level 100 and above and you wish to help out other people watching this video, then by all means please leave your friend code in the comment section below, so that way people can actually add you. And you know, make sure that you tell those people whether or not you're playing on iOS or Android, so that way people don't mistake your friend code and spam the comments like, hey, your friend code is not working. Okay. So one way to actually get some strong friends is by trying your luck on the leaderboards. What I did in the beginning when I started playing Knights and Dragons, I just spammed every single profile, sending a friend request to over 500 people, so I could actually get my hands on some strong people. And you know, in the end it's just a numbers game, so the more people you add, the higher your chance is of someone accepting you and helping you out with the epic boss. You know, the leaderboard for the epic boss tends to be a little bit buggy, because when we go to the first page, when you scroll down in between pages, sometimes it will occur to you that you cannot continue on scrolling. Like now, I cannot continue. What I usually do for this is I go back one page, and I go back again one page, and you can actually continue on doing. Sometimes this doesn't work, and I need to, just 1 second. Yeah, and sometimes I just go outside, I go back in again, go to damage leaderboard, it will download your information, you go redo this all the time, and you just keep on adding people until you're satisfied with the amount of people what you have added. Also, another way to add some friends is by going to the arena, go to the leaderboards, and then the third one, not the first one, because the first one doesn't allow you to keep on scrolling. You can add those people, no problem, but you cannot continue to the next page. The way to do this, go to overall, and you keep pushing the very left button. It means fast forward, and you fast forward, like super fast forward, and this will go by tier. So you get to top 5,000, 3,500, top 1,000 or something like that, and you just keep on going until you're like at the top. You just randomly add some people. Personally, I would just go from the top 200 and above. You know, people from the top rankings get spammed like crazy amount of invites, so don't add those people. But that's really the way for me to get a lot of friends. I don't know about you guys, but this is definitely the most efficient way to get a lot of people. It might be time consuming, you know. For me, it took me like 3 hours to get like a lot of good friends, and was very happy with the result, but you gotta take some time and effort in order to do so. So with that being said, our first step is actually completed, so let's move on to the second one. I'm gonna be showing you my knights, because what's very essential with defeating the epic boss 43 times is actually to have some strong armors already. Not saying like you should only have epics or something like that, but at least have 1 or 2 regular 4-star armors maxed out, because you know, otherwise it might be a little bit hard for you to accomplish defeating the epic boss 43 times. Also, you need to be level like 60 and above, sort of, because I don't know, when you're lower level you do less damage to the epic boss, something to do with health or something, I don't even know the details, but you gotta be like a little bit more than level 20, for example. But also what you can do is have a few epic boss armors, like the latest few, like the last 4, they're really good. Level that one up to level 50, you should be fine as well. Okay, step number 3, and this step is very important to a lot of people, because a lot of you people don't know this. So, step number 3, how to efficiently take down the epic boss. Well, energy management is very important for you in order to take down the epic boss 43 times, because one does not simply use 8 energy to take down the boss. If you can already just do it with 1 knight, that would be very stupid. So there's a couple of things you need to take into consideration. Starting off with the fact that each knight you add towards defeating the epic boss will give you an increase of 25% damage bonus. So when you add the second one, it should give you 50%. This is very important because sometimes this might be a little bit misleading. And for example, if you have 50% power like I'm having right now, and you defeat the epic boss really easily, you tend to remove 1 knight, and then you actually get defeated, and you're seriously confused as why you got defeated. But that really is the reason why. An awesome tip for you guys later on that I can give you guys is that once you've hit the point where you cannot defeat the boss in 1 try, what you can do is have 10 energy. Once you have 10 energy, use 3 of your knights and add 1 friend. For example, this one, which equals 7 energy. You see it at the bottom, 7 energy, right? Remember, we have, in this example, we have 10 energy. So if we go ahead and defeat the epic boss and we die halfway through, we still have 3 energy left. So that is what you gotta keep in mind. If you summon the epic, if you summon the epic boss, like let's say you're in here, you're in the area, the epic boss is black, you go to the relic ruins or somewhere to summon the epic boss, you have 2 hours to defeat it. Remember, 2 hours to defeat it. And in this time you can attack him as many times as you want, and every single hit will take down his health, but he won't regenerate. It isn't only until after those 2 hours that your epic boss will be gone and you gotta redo the whole thing. So what I was saying, which is very important to keep in mind, that, you know, back to using your knights, the first time you hit the epic boss with 3 of your own knights and 1 friend, it will actually use 7 energy. Then you have 3 energy left. What you do next is wait for 1 hour and 40 minutes, because 25 minutes times 4 is 1 hour and 40 minutes, and you have 4 extra energy. On top of that, 3 energy makes 7 energy. And you can do the same thing again, hit with 3 of your knights and 1 friend. Alternatively, what you can do, because this is another way of doing it, you use 3 knights in order to hit him, just like this. You have a 50% damage bonus. You hit him with 3 of your knights, and you see how far he goes down by. You wait, it's gonna cost you 6 energy, so 10 minus 6 is 4 energy left. And you wait 1 hour and 40 minutes, you're gonna get 4 energy again. And if you add that to each other, you have 8 energy. Basic math. It's not rocket science or anything. You have 8 energy, and what you can do is actually add 2 of your friends at that point, or 1, depending if you're going to be taking him down or not. But if you do two friends, you will have 100% bonus energy, and if you're strong enough, you should have no problems at all ever to take down the epic boss 43 times. But you gotta remember that your friends are precious. You only have the ability to hire 10 of them each day. Also, what you can take into consideration is that the victory rewards, the epic boss for level 16 or 17 are weaker than level 15. So you gotta keep that in mind, because sometimes some people forget about that and are thinking like, why is it weaker now? But that's really the reason why. Just remember, your friends are precious. It's all about, you know, efficiency in taking down the epic boss 43 times, especially when you cannot do it comfortably. Now let's talk about the moment when you cannot entirely take it down, but almost. That kind of brings me to step 4, and that is using gems. There's actually 3 ways of you using your gems for the epic boss. The first way is at the left top corner. You can buy epic energy for the cost of gems, and usually right now there's a sale ongoing, but usually it's like 10 energy for 10 energy, 10 gems for 10 energy. That's one way of doing it. The second way of doing it is you are in a battle with like friends or something, and you die within the battle, and you restore your knights. It's going to cost you 12 gems, but you don't have to recruit your friends again. So that's also a nice way to do it. The third way you can do it is you go outside of the epic boss and you go to the actual map, to the area, and there's something here called the summoning stone. Here you can summon the current epic boss that is ongoing right now for cheaper than usual, because usually it costs 30 as you guys can see, but it's only gonna cost you 11. The epic boss in here will be level 1 and you will still get 2 materials, and this only costs you 11 gems. So this is sort of a last resort if you don't want to use friends or anything like that. So with all this being said, this should give you the necessary information for you guys to defeat the epic boss 43 times, so you are gonna be well on your way of crafting the plus version of the armor. But wait, it does not stop here, because remember in the beginning of this video I told you guys that there is something very important that I want to warn you guys about, and this is also the reason why in the next 3 weeks you should not spend your gems, not on wars, not on nothing. Just save your gems if you are not capable of defeating the epic boss comfortably. Allow me to explain. Remember the deadline I'm going to show you guys right now. You can redeem your rewards. It says literally at the top, it says reward redemption period from the 1st of April until the 8th of April. This also includes the green kaleidoscopic. You got until the 8th of April to redeem it. You might think like, so what? Well, to be honest, let me show you guys exactly where the problem is. The Firewing Wasp will be there from the 19th of March until the 26th. No problem there. At the 26th of March, the second boss, Vermax, comes. This will be from the 26th of March until the 2nd of April. At the 2nd of April, Akuchan gets summoned. He will be there until the 9th of April, but that's details, that's not important. At this point you might think, no big deal, I just take him down before the event ends, and it will be all good. No! Because the epic armor takes you 3 days to craft, remember. So what you gotta have to do is, first of all, you gotta take it down 15 times. Do this. You can just do it. Just do it as soon as you can. Preferably in the first day. Then you gotta craft that armor and get it up to level 35, the armor of Akuchan, and defeat the epic boss 43 times before the 6th of April. So you basically have like 4 or 5 days maximum to do this based on your time zone, I suppose. 4, you gotta craft the plus version of the armor and you're set. But remember, you gotta keep everything alive. So you're not allowed to fuse any of those armors away or anything. You can actually fuse away the regular one, but I don't know if you will still be getting the cape. But make sure you keep the plus version. You can actually wear it, no problem. It will still be count as your inventory. You need to have it. You need to own it. So that is really, you probably think by now this is gonna be like very impossible to do, or at least very hard. Well, I have to agree with you, and that is sort of the reason why my last video is just for you guys, because in that video I give you a way to get some free gems, you know. I know some of you guys are not having the ability to buy gems or anything, so that free gem video might just be your way out to just, you know, get enough gems in order to get the green kaleidoscopic. Because let's be fair here, you know, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't in your own benefit. The green kaleidoscopic is an amazing armor. It is up to par with like some of the older epics that are up there, so I would definitely consider going for this if you have the time to do so. You know, this event is actually, you know, that's actually the reason why this event's so challenging, you know. Getting the epic boss down to level 43 just isn't so hard at all, but doing it in 4 days might be very troublesome, and I know that I personally will have a big problem on doing that. So that is the reason why I'm gonna save my gems. I'm not going to use my gems at all for fusing, for opening boxes. You know, I gotta make that sacrifice in order to get that green kaleidoscopic. However, from what I know, and I can give you a tip with this one, from what I know, if you look at the right side, you see the little head of the third armor, right? Judging on that, I think the armor is going to be spirit. It might be water and spirit, it might be earth and spirit, but it will be spirit for sure. So what you want to be considering is leveling up the fire armor, like the new epic boss that just came out is a fire armor. So you might want to take your time here to get things in your advantage and make sure you actually defeat the epic boss. You also got to be sure to craft enough armors. I'm showing you in my second video of how to get better at Knights and Dragons, where you can actually like farm and everything. So I advise you guys to do that. I really want to wish every one of you guys the best of luck on getting the green kaleidoscopic, because I know it's going to be very hard to do so. But I know that you guys can actually do it. You are my Knights of the Army. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also make sure to share this video with those of you who you want to help out, you know, because you know, this might be like life-changing for a friend of you in terms of Knights and Dragons, of course. But if they don't know this information, especially the deadline, they might be in for some trouble and a surprise at the end. So as always, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. This was Reversal for Knights and Dragons. I'll be signing off, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Next one, Reversal, next one. Oh well.